Hello, I'm Bob Goldenthal, Product Planning Executive for the Sebring program. On behalf of all my co-workers who designed, engineered, and built the Chrysler Sebring Convertible, I'd like to thank you for your purchase. I think your Sebring Convertible is truly a world-class automobile, from its beautiful styling to its athletic performance and nimble handling. And we've worked hard to make it a reliable, high-quality vehicle. Many other convertibles sacrifice day-to-day practicality for the experience of open-air driving, but not Sebring Convertible. We've designed it to be enjoyed day in and day out, top up or top down, in spring, summer, fall, and winter. We've also incorporated much of the latest safety technology to help protect you and the people you care about. But we need you to do your part too. So please, always remember to buckle up. We've created this tape to help you familiarize yourself with the many features of your new Sebring Convertible. We hope you find it helpful.
Congratulations on purchasing your brand new Chrysler Sebring Convertible. It means a lot to us that you've selected a Chrysler vehicle, and we want to make sure that you understand how the most popular and important features work. Although some of these features may not be included in the particular vehicle you've purchased or the option level you've chosen, most of what you are about to see will provide a better understanding of your car and provide you with helpful operating tips. For your convenience, this video has been divided into 4 color-coded segments, which may be located easily during fast forwarding by the icon shown in the lower right corner. The Safety and Security segment is preceded by a red screen, Popular Features, blue, Maintenance and Care, yellow, and Additional Features, green. The Child Restraint System operating instructions, for example, are found in the Safety and Security segment. Simply fast forward until you see the red screen, and the Child Restraint System subject will follow shortly. For reference, a convenient guide to most of the video's content is listed on the back cover of the tape box. Now sit back and enjoy the program. Two useful features that may be found on your Sebring Convertible are the remote keyless and illuminated entry systems. The remote keyless entry system uses a handy transmitter to lock or unlock doors, open the trunk, and activate the illuminated entry system. It also has a panic alarm feature. To unlock the driver's door only, press the unlock button once. Notice that all the interior courtesy lights turn on, and that the headlights flash twice to acknowledge the signal. To unlock both doors, press and hold the unlock button a second time within 5 seconds. Be sure that you make distinct presses. To lock both doors, press the lock button once. The doors will lock, the horn will chirp, and the headlights will flash to acknowledge the signal. The interior lights will immediately fade off. To open the trunk, press and hold the trunk release button. When you press and hold the panic button, your keyless entry system becomes a panic alarm. Your car's headlights will flash, the horn will sound, only the driver's door will unlock, and interior lights will be illuminated. To shut off the alarm, simply press and hold the panic button again. Your Sebring Convertible may be equipped with a factory-installed vehicle theft security alarm that monitors the doors, ignition, and trunk key cylinder for unauthorized operation. If something or someone triggers the alarm, the horn will sound, exterior lights will flash, and the engine will be disabled until you disarm the system. To set your vehicle's alarm, remove the keys from the ignition. Close and lock all doors by using the power door lock switch, not the manual lock plunger. You can also use your key or the keyless entry transmitter. The system will be armed after 16 seconds have passed. When you see the red security light in the cluster flashing slowly, the system has been activated. The trunk is monitored for unauthorized entry. And the trunk release button, located on the instrument panel to the left of the steering wheel, is deactivated when the ignition key is removed. To disarm the system, simply unlock a door with the remote transmitter or with a key. If the horn sounds 3 times, you'll know the alarm has been set off, and you should check your vehicle for tampering. If your car does not have a factory-installed alarm, you can add one from Mopar Accessories that has been fully tested and is guaranteed to be 100% compatible with your vehicle's electrical system. See your dealer for details. If your Sebring Convertible came equipped with a factory alarm system, it also features a Sentry Key engine immobilizer system to help prevent theft. Unlike conventional keys, underneath their protective gray covering, your keys contain a small integrated circuit chip. The chip contains a tiny radio receiver and transmitter. When you insert the key into the ignition and turn the ignition on, the car transmits a randomly coded signal to the chip located in the key. If the system receives the proper response from the key, it enables the ignition system and allows you to start the car. But if the wrong key or no key is used, the engine will start momentarily, run for approximately 2 seconds, and then shut off. If 6 attempts are made with a wrong key, the powertrain control module will disable the fuel injectors and starter. To start the vehicle after this has happened, insert the correct key and turn it to the start position. You may need to hold it there for a brief moment while the system validates the key before starting. You don't need to take any special steps. The system works automatically. The only difference is that, if you ever need additional keys, you can't simply have a duplicate made at the local hardware store. You'll need to contact your dealer to get a Sentry Key with the integrated circuit chip. Please note that if your key ring also contains a Sentry Key from another Daimler Chrysler vehicle or a device designed to make electronic transactions faster, they could interfere with the system and prevent you from starting your car. To prevent problems, simply make sure that such items are more than 1 inch away from the ignition switch when starting the vehicle. The 6-way power driver's seat provides ultimate comfort for drivers of all sizes by moving the seat cushion independently of the seat back. You'll find 3 controls on the side of the driver's seat. Pushing the center control forward or rearward moves the entire seat fore and aft. Moving the control up or down adjusts the seat cushion height. The rearward and forward controls tilt the back and front portions of the seat cushion up and down for even more precise adjustment and comfort. To adjust the seat back angle while seated, lift the lever next to the bottom cushion. The spring-loaded seat back presses against you while you lean forward or backward to the desired position. Optional leather-trimmed driver seats also have a 4-position lumbar adjustment that provides extra support. Moving this handle forward increases lumbar pressure. Move it backward and pressure decreases. Head restraints should be positioned as high as is practical to reduce the risk of whiplash in a rear impact. To adjust the head restraint, simply pull up on it or press the release button and push down on the head restraint. To slide the manually adjustable passenger seat forward or backward, simply pull upward on the bar near the floor at the front of the seat. Release it to lock the seat in place. Then shift your weight around to make sure it's secure. Both seat backs fold completely forward. Simply turn the upper release handle on the side of the seat back rearward, and continue holding it until the seat back is completely forward. If you let it go early, a safety feature automatically locks the seat back into position. Just before the seat back reaches the full forward position, a soft click is heard, indicating that the seat back is unlocked. This is important because only an unlocked seat back can be restored upright without requiring use of the release handle. Simply push the seat back toward the rear of the car until it locks into place. With the seat back folded all the way forward, the entire passenger seat slides forward and back without using the lift bar. This handy feature makes stepping into back seats easy. To restore the seat position, slide the entire seat backward, then fold the seat back up. When you hear a click, the seat is locked into place and will not move unless you release it again. You may need to readjust the seat back angle. The lower release handle is designed for use when you are sitting in the seat. When standing next to the seat and adjusting the seat back, do not use the lower release handle because the seat back is spring-loaded and will move forward rapidly. Use the upper release handle to maintain control of the seat back on either front seat.
Sebring Convertible has an integrated seatbelt system. The belts are built right into the seat structure so that they're always within comfortable reach. They're also self-positioning at the shoulder to accommodate passengers of various sizes. The seatbelts have been designed to ensure that the webbing does not twist across your body when buckled up. Because of this design feature, you may notice a half twist in the belt when the seatbelt is in the stowed position. The front seat belts include pre-tensioners that, in the event of a frontal impact, will tighten the seat belt to remove slack and ensure that occupants are properly positioned. A reminder light will appear on the instrument panel, and a chime will sound to remind you to fasten your safety belt. The chime will stop after a few seconds, but the light will remain on until the driver's safety belt is fastened. Your Sebring Convertible is equipped with the next-generation multi-staged front airbags, which are environmentally friendly and certified to the federal regulations that allow less forceful front airbags. They can deploy at different rates depending on the impact. There are a few simple steps you can take to help improve the effectiveness of a deploying airbag. All occupants, including children, should wear their lap and shoulder belts properly. Never place the shoulder belt behind, on, or under the arm. The driver and front passenger should move their seats back as far as practical from the airbags.
Children 12 and under should always be in a back seat, correctly using an infant or child restraint system or a seat belt that is right for their age and size. There are 3 types of child restraint systems generally available: rearward-facing infant seats for babies up to a year old and weighing less than 20 pounds, forward-facing child seats for children older than 1 year and weighing from 20 to 40 pounds, and forward-facing booster seats for children from 40 to 80 pounds. If you're using a booster seat, be sure to adjust the seat side to side as well as adjust the turning loop so that the shoulder belt is properly located and goes over the child's shoulder and not the neck. Infants less than 1 year old should be carried in a rearward-facing add-on child seat and used only in a back seat. Never install rearward-facing child seats in any front passenger seating position. The deploying airbag could strike the seat and cause severe or fatal injury to the infant. Refer to your owner's manual, the driver and passenger sun visors, and the instructions provided with your child seat or booster seat to make sure you are using it correctly. Tether anchors will be available from your dealer, including installation, at no cost. Although different from the ones seen here, they will enable you to attach a tether strap to more firmly secure child seats into position. See your dealer for more information. For added convenience and safety, your car's outside mirrors fold away in 2 directions. In tight parking situations, for example, the mirrors fold to provide extra clearance. Their flexibility also reduces the chance of injury or mirror damage if struck by an obstacle. Always make sure that your rear view and side view mirrors are properly set before driving. You can adjust your power mirrors by simply moving the mirror selector left or right, and then pressing down on the arrows to make your changes. Always return the selector to the center position to prevent the mirror switch from accidentally moving a mirror. The mirrors also have a heated glass feature. When your rear window defroster is turned on, heat is also sent to the outside mirrors. This de-ices the glass in minutes and helps eliminate condensation to provide a clear view in most weather conditions. Your side view mirrors should be set so that you can barely see the outside of your car at the inside edge of the mirror. Note that the rear view mirror pivots at 2 points, at the bottom and the top of the support. This allows you to adjust the mirror's vertical location as well as its angle. Drivers may want to take advantage of the upper adjustment to raise the level of the mirror to increase front and rear viewing area.
Your car is equipped with power door locks that are programmed to automatically lock for greater safety whenever vehicle speed exceeds 15 miles per hour. If you're not interested in this feature, you can deactivate it. Refer to your owner's manual for step-by-step instructions. In addition, once the ignition switch is turned off and the driver's door is opened in that order, the passenger door can be programmed to automatically unlock for your convenience. If you're interested in this feature, you can activate it yourself. Refer to your owner's manual for step-by-step instructions.
If your vehicle includes the security group, it also has a central locking feature to make entry more convenient. When you use a key to unlock the driver's door, a single turn will unlock the driver's door only. Turning the key a second time within 5 seconds unlocks both doors.
Your hazard flasher switch is located on top of the steering column. To turn it on, depress and release the flasher switch. Repeat this action to turn the flashers off.
You'll find a convenient remote trunk lid release button on the left side of the instrument panel. The release will not operate unless the ignition is on. This maintains the security of the trunk when the car is parked with the top down. Your car has an inside emergency trunk lid release in the event someone becomes locked inside. Simply pull on the glow-in-the-dark handle, and the deck lid will open. For safety, do not allow children to play in your vehicle.
For added safety, you must apply the car's brakes before you can shift the transmission out of park. If you do not apply the brakes first, you will not be able to shift out of park.
The available anti-lock braking system, ABS Plus, is designed to provide you with greater control of your vehicle, even in unfavorable braking circumstances. ABS prevents wheel lockup and helps maintain traction, which improves steering control and directional stability. ABS automatically pumps the brakes for you during severe braking conditions or when braking on slippery surfaces, so their performance takes a little bit of getting used to. But always remember that ABS works best when you let it do its job. Just press firmly on the brake pedal and let ABS automatically pump the brakes. You should never pump the pedal yourself because manual pumping makes ABS less effective. When the ABS activates, you'll feel the brake pedal pulsate and you'll hear this noise. These are signs that your ABS is working as designed to help you stop more effectively. It is important not to take your foot off the brake pedal when you hear noise or feel pulsations, but instead continue to apply firm pressure. Just press the brake down firmly and let ABS do the work. You'll see the yellow ABS light briefly when you start the car. When you first accelerate, you may also hear some system noise and feel a pulsation in the brake pedal. The system is performing a self-check to ensure that its components are working properly. If at any time the ABS light remains continuously lit, the system is not functioning properly and you need to take your vehicle in for service. In the meantime, you'll still be able to brake as if you had a non-ABS system. Incidentally, ABS Plus includes a sophisticated software feature to help keep the vehicle stable whenever you brake and steer simultaneously. You may never notice it, but it's working for you. Never raise or lower the convertible top while your car is moving. Your vehicle is equipped with a speed sensor, which prohibits top operation at vehicle speed above 10 miles per hour. Make sure the top storage area is clear of debris and other items to avoid damaging the top or breaking the glass rear window during operation. Never use this area for storing items other than the convertible top. To avoid draining the battery, make sure the engine is running. Now you're ready to lower the top. First, release both latch hooks rearward until the latch hooks are free. On the front of Sebring's center console, press the convertible top power switch rearward. Raise the top just above the header and release the button to stop it. Fold the latch hooks inward at both corners to prevent damage. Press the top button rearward again and hold it. The top will retract into its storage area. The power top switch has two detents. Pressing and holding it to the first detent will lower the top and partially lower the side windows to help maintain the seals. Pressing and holding the switch further back in the second detent position will lower the top and lower the side windows completely. To protect the top and enhance your car's top-down appearance, install the convertible top boot. Turn off your ignition and pull the boot from the trunk. Save the reusable storage bag so the boot will be protected when you return it to your trunk. First, pull up on the elastic strap while inserting the boot's rear plastic lip. Then insert the perimeter lip underneath the rear and quarter moldings. Install the front plastic tab between the seat back and bracket. This is designed to fit snugly. Hook the quarter flange retainers onto the quarter trim panel, and finally, secure the boot quarter sections to the Velcro pads attached to both side quarter trim panels. To remove the boot, pull up on the Velcro pads and release the boot quarter sections. Pull the boot up and disengage the front tab from the slot behind the rear seat, and slide the boot from underneath the rear and quarter moldings. Don't forget to refold the boot before storing. Folding instructions are located on the back side of the boot. With the cloth side facing up, fold the side wings inward and under the elastic straps. Then, slide the boot into the storage bag and return it to the trunk. Installing and removing the boot requires a little finesse, so make sure you carefully follow the instructions in your owner's manual. If you ever find that wind buffeting is bothersome while driving with the top down, such as when driving at freeway speeds, you can greatly reduce it by simply raising the side windows. They automatically lower partially when raising the top. This avoids damage to the seals. To raise the top again, make sure your car is stopped and shifted into park, that the boot is removed, that both sun visors are flipped down. Press the power switch forward and hold it. Note that all the windows go down automatically at least several inches to protect the seals. This will raise the convertible top. Release the switch to stop the top just before it reaches the windshield header. Open both front latch handles. Then, press the switch forward again until the two pins approach the header. Grab the top by this recessed cup and pull down until the latch hooks can be engaged by the strikers. Latch the driver's and the passenger's side and make sure they're securely locked.
The instrument cluster includes warning lights that will briefly appear when you start the vehicle to check the bulbs and circuits. If they reappear while driving, the vehicle may require service. The seatbelt light reminds you and your passengers to buckle up before driving, along with a chime if you've forgotten to do so. The airbag light alerts you to a potential problem with the airbag system. If the charging system light appears, the battery may be discharging. The brake warning light indicates either that the parking brake is on or that the system is low on fluid. The engine temperature warning light appears when the coolant temperature is too high. If it appears, check the temperature gauge. If the pointer is near the H mark, stop the vehicle and turn off the engine until the vehicle has cooled. The oil pressure light warns of low engine oil pressure. If it appears while driving, stop the vehicle, shut off the engine, and check the oil level. If the brake, airbag, charging system, engine temperature, or oil pressure warning lights ever remain on, they indicate that your vehicle needs immediate service. See your dealer as soon as possible. When the engine, transmission, and emissions control systems are operating properly, your vehicle will give you top-level performance, optimum fuel economy, and environmentally clean driving. If it detects a problem, the engine computer will turn on the check engine warning light and store information to assist your dealer in making quick repairs. Remember that the check engine light may come on when you start the car, but it should go out after a few seconds. If the check engine light stays on while you're driving, the vehicle is usually drivable and will not require towing, but see your dealer for service as soon as possible. And if the check engine light ever flashes while you're driving, that indicates a potentially serious problem that could damage your exhaust system's catalytic converter. Restrict your driving and have the car serviced immediately. Please note that if you ever turn the key to the run position without starting the engine, the check engine light may appear or begin blinking. This is a diagnostic test and does not necessarily indicate a problem. After you turn the key to start and the engine begins to run, you should see the light go out. This means that service is not required.
Your car's adjustable steering column is designed to be set and left in a comfortable driving position, not moved each time you enter or exit the vehicle. To adjust the column, just press and hold down on the lever located below the turn signal control on the left side. Move the column until you find your most comfortable position. Then raise the lever and lock the column firmly in place.
The multifunction lever or stalk on the left of the steering column controls all of the car's lights. To activate your headlights, rotate the knob at the end of the left stalk. The headlight switch has 3 positions: off, park, and headlights. To operate your headlight high beams, just pull the stalk towards you. Even when your headlights are not on, you can flash the high beams by pulling the stalk toward the wheel and then releasing it. It also has a built-in headlight time delay system for nighttime convenience. To use it, turn the ignition off first, and then switch the headlights off. The headlights will remain lit for 90 seconds. If you don't want to use the time delay feature, simply turn the headlights off before switching the ignition off. The headlights will immediately go out. If the headlights are on, you can easily check to see that the time delay is working by glancing at the car's parking and tail lights. If they're not lit, but the headlights are, you know the time delay system is working. You'll find the instrument panel dimmer control on the inner ring of the stalk. If you drive with lights on during daylight hours, rotate it forward to the first major detent to bring the panel lights up to their full brightness. Turning the dimmer switch all the way forward to the second detent will switch the courtesy lights on. Turning the dimmer switch all the way toward you past the detent will keep the courtesy lights off when a door is opened.
The lights housed in your rearview mirror work as courtesy lights whenever you enter or exit your car, and as glare-free map lights with individual control switches located on the mirror. These courtesy lights also perform the same on the standard mirror. When used as map lights, they remain lit until they are switched back to the off position. Keep this in mind because their glare-free light isn't easy to notice, and battery drainage will occur if these lights are left on.
If your car is equipped with fog lights, they can be activated by turning on your low-beam headlights and pulling outward on the knob at the end of the multifunction stalk. This light in the instrument cluster reminds you that your fog lights are on. The steering column is adjustable so that all instruments and controls are clearly visible through it. Odometer and trip odometer information are shown in a one-line electronic display. Your odometer shows the total distance you've driven your vehicle. Your trip odometer, which you set yourself, records the distance you've traveled on individual trips. You switch between the odometer and trip odometer by pressing the button to the right of the display. To reset the trip odometer, briefly press and hold the button. Your trip message center also gives you an added measure of safety. If a door is still open when you begin to move your car, the word door will replace the odometer display and a chime will sound once. Close the door and the odometer or trip odometer display reappears. In the same way, deck will appear to alert you that the deck lid or trunk is open. Close the deck lid and the odometer or trip odometer will return. If you see low wash appear, it means the windshield washer fluid supply is low and needs refilling. If necessary, you can override the deck or low wash warnings by pressing the trip button until the odometer or trip odometer appears.
You'll find a windshield wiper and washer command switch on the control lever to the right of the steering wheel column. Turn on the wipers by rotating the knob on the end of the lever. There are 4 positions: off, intermittent, low, and high. Intermittent has 6 speeds. To use the windshield washer feature, pull the stalk towards you. Pulling down and releasing the right control lever starts the convenient mist wipe for a single wiping action. You can extend the life of your wiper blades and improve their wiping performance if you periodically wipe them with mild soap and water. To avoid possible damage to the wiper assembly in winter, remove any snow and ice buildup that might prevent the blades from returning to the off position. Your car's electronic speed control can be programmed to take over accelerator operation at speeds above 30 miles per hour. The switches are located on the steering wheel. Once you turn the system on, the word cruise appears in the instrument cluster. When you've reached your desired speed and pressed the set button, the electronic speed control system engages and will maintain the speed you've chosen until you are ready to return to manual control. Tapping the Accel button will increase the set speed in 2.5 mile per hour increments. You can also hold the Accel button down until your car accelerates to the desired speed. In the same way, if you want to reduce the set speed, you can hold down the Coast button until your car coasts down to the desired speed. To return to manual control, just press the Cancel button or lightly tap the brake pedal with your foot. If you wish to resume the speed you set earlier, simply press and release the Resume Accel button. You can also turn off the speed control using the On-Off button, but if you choose to do that, you will erase the speed you've set from the system's memory.
Your car is equipped with power windows, and the driver's window switch includes a one-touch auto down feature for convenient operation. To use it, push the auto button rearward past the detent position, then release it. The window will open all the way. You can stop the window at any time by pressing the button again in either direction.
The air conditioning system has been designed for easy operation, from left to right. The first dial controls the fan speed. The middle dial controls the air temperature. Turn it into the blue area for cooler air and into the red area for warmer air. The right dial controls where the air comes from and where it flows to. Reading clockwise, outside air flows to the panel, bi-level, floor, mix of defroster and floor, and defrost. Next, there are the panel and bi-level air conditioning settings, indicated by snowflakes shown with the airflow icons. And the final setting is for maximum AC, recirculating the air inside the vehicle. This recirculation mode can be temporarily useful for cooling your vehicle in very hot or humid weather, but for optimal performance, return to an outside air mode. At the right side of the temperature controls is the switch for your car's electric rear window defroster. Simply press the button to turn it on. It will turn off automatically after a few minutes. Never turn the rear window defroster on when the top is down.
Your Sebring Convertible is equipped with one of Chrysler's sound systems, which features cassette or compact disc players. An optional 4-disc CD changer is available. We'll take the next few minutes to familiarize you with your audio system, beginning with something simple like setting your clock. When the radio is turned off and ignition switch in run or accessory position, the time is continuously displayed in this window. When you turn the radio on, it will display the last mode selected or switch back to the time display if the radio was in time mode when turned off. With the radio turned on, you can switch between the clock and the radio display by pressing the time button. To set the time, you need the ignition and radio turned on and the clock time displayed. Use a pointed object to press down the small buttons marked H and M. Once you stop pressing the buttons, the clock will automatically store the time that you've set, and normal clock operation will resume. Use the AM/FM button to select the radio band you want, or the tape CD button to play a tape or a compact disc, depending on your equipment. Your sound system has 5 radio preset buttons located below the display window. Each button can store up to 4 radio stations, 2 FM and 2 AM. To preset your selections, tune the radio to the desired station and press the button labeled Set. Set 1 will appear in the display window. Then select a preset button. To add a second station to the same preset, select a new station and press the Set button twice. Set 2 will appear in the display window. Then press the desired preset button within 5 seconds. To use the left-to-right balance and front-to-rear fader controls, press the knobs inward. They'll pop out, allowing you to turn them. Once you're finished making adjustments, press the knobs back in. That way, you're less likely to accidentally move them. For tape operation, begin by inserting the cassette tape. The tape will begin playing automatically, and a direction arrow will be displayed. Press the button labeled Time with up and down arrows, the same button also used to display the time, to play the other side of the tape. The fast forward and rewind arrow buttons are the same ones used to tune the radio. To eject, press the button labeled EJT. To operate a compact disc system, turn the system on and insert a compact disc. You can skip forward or back through the CD's tracks by using the Seek buttons. To eject the CD, use the EJT button, located near the CD opening. The available in-dash CD changer allows convenient loading of up to 4 discs. The changer unit has 4 load-eject buttons, one for each available disc. Press one of the buttons and wait for the ready light to appear before inserting the disc. Once the disc is loaded, it will automatically play. A light appears in each slot's button when a disc is loaded in that slot. Due to its space-efficient design, the changer can only perform one operation at a time. You cannot play one disc while loading another one into the system. All other CD changer functions are controlled using the radio. You can seek forward or backward through a disc. Scan the first few seconds of each track on the current disc. Or press the RND button to randomly play tracks on the current disc. To play a different disc, press the first or last radio preset buttons. When a disc is playing, CD track information or the current time will be displayed. Press the time button to toggle between them. If both the CD changer and a cassette tape are loaded, pressing the Tape CD C button will toggle between them. Radio reception can naturally change as your location and distance from the station transmitter varies, along with the proximity of possible sources of interference. If you experience problems receiving your favorite radio station, try other stations before returning to the dealer to have the radio serviced. The same is true for a cassette tape or CD. If you experience problems, try to play several other tapes or discs. A bad tape or a scratched or dirty CD could be the real cause of what appears to be a problem with the sound system. For more detailed instruction about the radio in your car, consult your owner's manual. Your Sebring Convertible has many available features that can be programmed to operate the way you want, including automatic door locks, automatic unlock on exit, whether to unlock all doors or just the driver's door with a single press of the remote transmitter button, whether or not to sound the horn when locking the doors, whether or not to flash the headlights when locking or unlocking doors with the transmitter, and activating the press and hold trunk release. See your owner's manual for more information. Here's an example of programming.
You can activate or deactivate the automatic unlocking feature by following a simple procedure described in your owner's manual. Just close all the doors. Turn the ignition key from the off position to run, not start, and back 4 times, ending in the off position. Then lift the driver's power door lock switch to unlock the doors. A single chime will sound to indicate that you have completed the programming to activate or deactivate the automatic unlocking all doors upon exit. Your car has 2 power outlets, one in the instrument panel and one inside the center console. These can be used to operate cellular phones and other items. The in-dash outlet can also operate a cigarette lighter, which, together with an ashtray, is available from your dealer in the smoker's package. Both power outlets are always on, even when the ignition switch is off. Use care with any plugged-in accessories. If you leave them on for an extended period, they could drain the car's battery. Now let's look at some basic maintenance points you should be aware of.
When your vehicle is very new, there's a relatively short break-in period for your new engine. Drive moderately during the first 300 miles, but after the initial 60 miles, speeds to 55 miles per hour are desirable. In fact, while cruising, brief full-throttle acceleration, avoiding downshifts, and within the limits of local traffic laws contributes to a good break-in. Be sure to avoid jackrabbit starts or wide-open throttle acceleration in low gear, as this can be detrimental. It's also normal for your car to use some oil during its first few thousand miles of operation. As your mileage increases, so will your fuel economy, and the car will simply drive better.
When you refuel your vehicle and the nozzle shuts off, the fuel tank is full. Don't try and top off the tank, or you could spill fuel and release emissions into the air. Also, after filling, be sure to tighten the fuel cap until you hear it click. If your check engine light appears after refueling the car, it could be caused by a loose fuel filler cap. If this happens, turn the engine off and check that the cap is fully tightened. You'll hear a click when you turn it far enough. Restart the engine and watch the light. If it goes out normally, there's no need to have it serviced. If the check engine light stays on, see your dealer.
In order to reach the underhood fuse box and other service items, you'll have to release 2 separate latches to open the hood. The first latch is found under the left side of the instrument panel. The second latch is under the front center edge of the hood. Simply lift the latch, raise the hood, and place the prop rod in the specified slot to keep the hood raised.
The maintenance-free battery is stored in a compartment in front of the left front wheel, away from engine heat for a longer life. It also means better protection from the possibility of theft. You'll find remote positive and negative battery connections in the engine compartment. As you can see, they are clearly marked and easy to reach. Your owner's manual has more information on battery service and emergency starting.
You'll find the most common underhood service points identified with bright yellow markings. Refer to your owner's manual for the exact locations and specifications. Many fluid levels can be checked visually. These include the washer fluid, engine coolant, and brake fluid. You should ensure that these fluids are between the markings on the outside of their reservoirs. Checking your oil, power steering, and transmission fluid requires a little more work. Consult your owner's manual to find exactly where and how to add these important fluids. The owner's manual also provides recommended maintenance schedules. Under normal use, the first scheduled service is at 7,500 miles, while vehicles subjected to severe use should have the first service performed at 3,000 miles. Your manual explains the difference between normal and severe use.
Your vehicle has two fuse panels, one in the engine compartment and a second on the left side of the instrument panel. Keep in mind that fuses don't usually blow under normal conditions, and if this happens, you'll want to see your dealer for service as soon as possible. To change a tire safely, perform the following steps. Pull over on a level surface out of traffic. Shift the car into park and then set the parking brake. Block the wheel diagonally opposite the one you need to change. For example, if you're changing the right front tire, block the left rear wheel. Remove the spare tire, scissors jack, and lug wrench from underneath the trunk's spare tire cover. Remove the press-on wheel cover if so equipped by inserting the flat end of the lug wrench between the wheel and the cover across from the valve stem and then twisting. Now loosen, but don't remove the wheel nuts by turning them counterclockwise one turn. Notice that there are two jack locating notches on each bottom side of the car's body. Turn the jack head until it properly engages the lift area closest to the flat tire. Turn the jack screw clockwise and raise the vehicle off the ground just enough to remove the flat tire and install the spare. Unscrew the wheel nuts and then remove the flat from the hub. Install the spare tire and retighten the wheel nuts, making sure their cone-shaped ends face the wheel. Do not fully tighten the nuts until the vehicle is lowered. This will keep the car from falling. After lowering, always tighten down the nuts in a star pattern. And reinstall the wheel cover by first aligning the valve notch on the wheel cover with the valve stem on the wheel. Remove the wheel blocks and stow all of the parts in the trunk. Remember that a compact spare tire is for temporary emergency use only. Do not exceed 50 miles per hour while driving on a compact spare. Do not drive more than 50 miles with a compact spare installed. Make sure you read the complete tire changing instructions contained in your owner's manual and on the label under the spare tire cover. And remember that your Sebring Convertible is covered by Customer One Care 24-hour roadside assistance for the first 3 years or 36,000 miles. Call the toll-free number if you need help with a flat tire, if you're out of gas, if your battery needs a jump, if you're locked or frozen out of your car, or if you need a tow due to a mechanical breakdown. Refer to your information guide that you received with the owner's manual packet for coverage, limitations, and the toll-free number. Vinyl tops should be washed with mild soap and a sponge or a soft scrub brush. Avoid heavy scrubbing, rinse thoroughly, and air dry before storing. Regular washing of your convertible top will enhance its life and appearance. Hand washing is recommended. If you must use an automatic car wash, soft cloth systems are preferred. When hand washing in partial shade, wet the entire car with warm water before washing the top. The top should be washed with a soft bristle scrub brush and mild soap, such as liquid dishwashing soap. For stubborn stains, the soap should be used at full strength, not diluted. Scrub in all directions, covering an area of about 2 square feet at a time. Rinse the car to remove all soap and dirt from the top. Allow the top to air dry before lowering. Hand washing is always the preferred method, but Sebring's convertible fabrics will stand up to most soft-clothed automatic car washes. Just steer clear of places that clean with heavy brushes.
Your car's instrument panel is made of a low-gloss material to minimize sun glare and maintain good visibility. It also was part of the original interior design appearance of your vehicle. Our testing has shown that common cleaners, restorers, and protectants can change the color and leave a shiny finish that increases glare, even if they claim to have a low-gloss formula. Therefore, if you want to clean your instrument panel or other interior surfaces, we recommend a very mild soap and water solution. Never use any chemicals with silicone, bleach, or ammonia, or other harsh chemicals, as this could damage the finish and will shorten the life of the material. If all you need to do is remove dust, we suggest wiping it with a soft cloth moistened with water. When cleaning the inside surface of the windshield, spray glass cleaner onto a paper towel or soft cloth and then wipe the glass. Don't spray cleaner directly onto the windshield. If glass cleaner with ammonia drips onto the instrument panel, it could damage the finish. If this does happen, wipe it off immediately with a soft cloth and clear water. Leather and vinyl seating surfaces are best cleaned with a very mild soap and water solution. Wipe with a soft cloth and clear water.
To maintain your car's appearance, wash it frequently to remove dirt and other contaminants. Dirt and film buildup causes contaminants to cling to the painted surface and reduces the gloss level. If you do it yourself, wash your car in the shade with a mild car wash soap and rinse it with clear water. Always remove any road salt, tar, tree sap, insects, or bird droppings as soon as possible, as they can be very corrosive to the finish. Avoid using abrasive compounds and power buffing that may reduce the gloss, thin out the paint finish, or remove the protective clear coat. If you want to wax your car immediately after picking it up from the dealership, you can do so. There's no need to wait. Waxing should be done when water no longer beads on the surface. If your car has chrome wheel covers or chrome-plated aluminum wheels, they should be cleaned regularly with mild soap and water to help maintain their appearance and prevent corrosion from road salts and brake dust. To prevent damage when cleaning chrome wheels, do not use any cleaners with acid, oven cleaner, abrasive metal cleaner, abrasive cleaning pads or brushes, and avoid car washes with carbide-tipped wheel cleaning brushes. Chrome polish may be used, but only if you buff it off immediately after applying it. Refer to the maintenance section of your owner's manual for more tips to help you keep your Sebring convertible looking its best.
Your Sebring convertible may be equipped with a compass and mini trip computer. Pressing the step button cycles through the modes: compass and outside temperature, average fuel economy, distance to empty, instantaneous fuel economy, trip odometer, elapsed ignition on time, and a blank display. The USM button switches between US and metric measurements. Briefly pressing the step and USM buttons simultaneously will reset the currently displayed function, and a single chime will sound. Holding the buttons down longer will reset the average fuel economy, trip odometer, and elapsed time, and a second chime will sound. The compass will automatically calibrate itself. However, if you travel long distances to the east or west, you may need to program a new variance zone, which corrects for the variation between magnetic north and true north. See your owner's manual for more information.
Your Sebring convertible may also be equipped with the Homelink System, a universal, programmable transceiver which, when programmed, can be used instead of your mobile or handheld garage door transmitter by emulating its signal. In fact, this system provides 3 separate controls, each of which may be programmed to operate a garage door, an estate gate, or a home lighting or security system. Before programming your Homelink transceiver, check to see that all persons and equipment are clear of the garage door or power-operated gates. If your garage door opener receiver has an antenna, it should point straight down to obtain the best performance. We also recommend that you install a fresh battery into your handheld transmitter before programming Homelink. A fresh battery will send a stronger signal, which improves the transmitting range. To program the Homelink system, locate the 3 buttons on the driver's visor. Hold the end of your handheld transmitter 1 to 3 inches away from the Homelink transceiver so that you can still see the indicator light. Using both hands, push and hold both the handheld transceiver button and the Homelink button you wish to program. Continue to hold both buttons down until you see the light on the Homelink transceiver flash, first slowly, then rapidly. This could take up to a minute or more. Once the light starts to flash rapidly, release the buttons. This means the Homelink transceiver has been successfully trained to match the signal of your handheld transmitter. You can now use Homelink instead of your handheld transmitter by simply pressing the trained button. You may now train the other 2 buttons to perform different tasks, to open either another garage door or gate, or, with an available auxiliary kit, to activate a home lighting or security system. To erase any previously trained frequencies, simply hold down buttons 1 and 3 until the lights begin to flash. This will erase all channels and allow you to retrain each one as desired. If your garage door opener receiver has multiple or rolling code capability, you need to perform an additional step for the receiver to recognize your Homelink transceiver. See your owner's manual for detailed information. The technology of some U.S. entry gates, as well as Canadian frequency laws, require you to press and repress the transmitter button every 2 seconds while programming. If you have further questions about the Homelink system, you can call 1-800-355-3515 to speak to a technical assistance representative, or visit the website at the address shown.
Some cars with the V6 engine are equipped with the AutoStick feature, which provides the convenience of an automatic transmission with the added control of a manual. For fully automatic operation in all 4 gears, what you're used to from an automatic transmission, place the shift lever in the drive position. The instrument cluster will display D when the transmission is in automatic mode. To obtain the added shift control of AutoStick mode at any time while driving, place the shift lever into the AS position. You don't need to lift your foot off the accelerator. The transmission will now remain in the current gear until you adjust it. Pulling the lever toward the driver will trigger a downshift. Pushing it toward the passenger will trigger an upshift. The instrument cluster will display the gear you're currently in with the numbers 1 through 4. There are times when the AutoStick's sophisticated electronics will make shift decisions that you haven't requested for convenience, durability, or to enhance your driving control. For example, AutoStick will automatically downshift to first gear when the vehicle is stopped. AutoStick will let you start out in first, second, or third gear. Starting in second or third can be helpful during snowy or icy conditions. Fourth gear is available only at speeds of 17 miles per hour and higher. AutoStick will automatically upshift when engine speed reaches 6,300 RPM to protect against excessive engine speed. For the same reason, AutoStick will ignore downshifts into second or first gear that would overspeed the engine. Electronic speed control can be used whenever AutoStick is in third or fourth gear. Speed control will deactivate if first or second gear is selected. Finally, AutoStick will default to the automatic mode if the powertrain overheats or a malfunction occurs.
Mopar makes a wide variety of original equipment parts and accessories designed specifically for your Chrysler Sebring Convertible. This AM/FM radio with the built-in CD changer unit can hold 3 compact discs. The in-dash location makes it convenient to change discs, and the 66 watts of total maximum power provides superb sound quality. You can reduce wind buffeting when the top is down with this custom-fit bifold windscreen, which helps guide wind over the front seat passengers and greatly reduces the amount of swirling air going forward. This carrier holds 1 or 2 bikes and has a unique fold-down feature to allow for trunk opening. It also features carrying clamps with rubber inserts to protect bike surfaces, and comes with a cable for locking bikes and an anti-theft bolt that locks the carrier to the vehicle. Finally, you can protect your investment with Mopar's EVS2 Security or Security Plus systems, which include a starter disable, shock sensor, siren, and more. Its operation is completely automatic for your convenience. For more information about these or the many other Mopar accessories for your Sebring Convertible, see your dealer. Now that you've learned more about the outstanding features of your new car, you're probably anxious to take it out for a spin. Once again, congratulations on owning your brand new Chrysler Sebring Convertible. And remember, be sure to always buckle up.